Good afternoon, folks, and good appetit to all of you that are still eating. I've been asked to come down here and say a few words about some of the neat stuff we've been doing in St. Lucie County in terms of sea level rise and the effects of inundation. I don't want to get too deep into the the technical aspects and methodology that we've used in order to do our study, but I will mention that we started out with a elevation model that was created by, I believe, state and federal agencies, a number of them, and the elevation data was collected using something called LiDAR technology, which produces a very accurate set of elevation points. If there's any engineers or surveyors in the room, they're probably laughing at me at this point. We are working with sub-foot accuracy data, and of course, engineers and surveyors, they want 5 digits to the right of the decimal point. But GIS people think this is some pretty good accuracy. We're usually, when we do analyses, we're looking at the broader picture, and what's good about this kind of accuracy is I'm pretty confident about the results that we're coming up with. Did I just turn the TV off? Whoop, there we go. All right, I think I'm set. I've only been working with technology for a little over 20 years, and I think I'm still in the infant stage in some respect. But anyway, I wasn't sure what my audience would be, and I'm really glad I included this slide. There seems to be people from all over the place. We are located about 2 hours north of here in the Tri-County area, commonly known as the Treasure Coast, with Indian River to the north and Martin to the south. And all 3 counties are starting to look at this the sea level rise and inundation process or analysis so that we can continue the effort that has been done in South Florida. Okay, I don't want to do this wrong. All right. This is just a general base map of the county, just to give you an idea of what we're made of here. We have 2 main municipalities: the city of Fort Pierce to the north and the city of Fort Pierce to the south. The population, according to the 2010 census, was around 270,000 for the county. The bulk of that population resides in the city of Port St. Lucie with 170,000. So that's our big area down there where we have the most of our people. And what else do I want to say about this? Well, fortunately, we have a barrier island, which gives us some protection for the mainland. But there are quite a few people, around 12,000, living on the island, and a lot of facilities. So that's something that I thought in the beginning, although I had no preconceived notions about what was going to come out of this study. I kind of assumed that that island is going to be where most of the impacts are for sea level rise and inundation. And let's move right into it. So this is Hutchinson Island. It's our barrier island, and we have the North Island there with the Fort Pierce Inlet coming into a deep water port, and here is South Hutchinson Island. We split it up into 2 slides, or 2 pictures, that runs all the way down to the Martin County line. So let me jump right into it. I've put together probably 2 or 3 areas to kind of show you the effect of sea level rise, inundation, for the 1, 2, and 3 foot scenarios. So what you're looking at right now is 2 colors down in the legend. The yellow is we're 20% confident that there's going to be possible inundation. In this case, at the 1 foot level. And the 80%, the purple color, is much greater. We feel that it's a more likely scenario. So as I cycle through these slides, that's what you'll see as we go, that it's going to be more inundation, but the purple stuff we're really focusing on, and also keeping an eye on the possibilities of more inundation. But pay attention to the purple areas. This is at 1 foot. You see, I don't have a pointer here, but you see up on the top of the island, next to the inlet, on the shoreline, there's some inundation coming into that area, but of course there's a lot of reinforcement up there, riprap and different things along the inlet, and not really too much going on at 1 foot. Before we go on, I want to point out that this neighborhood over to the right was a neighborhood built in probably the 1950s and has been built out for quite a while. There's a newer development over to the left that, well, let me click to the next slide. I think I'm there. The older neighborhood we know is a low-lying neighborhood, so we figured that there would be some inundation in that area. At 2 foot sea level rise, we're starting to notice, well, there's some purple area over there further down the island, but that is preserved wetland area, so essentially, we believe it's going to probably do its job, and there's not going to be too much of an effect. Okay, we get to 3 feet here, and that's why I explained to you that the 20% is possible, because you notice all that yellow and gold over there. It may look alarming, especially if you have property over there. But we have further inundation around the coast of the inlet, and also down into on the coast of the Indian River Lagoon. In that older neighborhood, and this is why I wanted to point out the difference in time as to when they were built. You can see the older neighborhood, lying a lot lower, has well, a lot more possibility of inundation, whereas the newer development does not. I loosely attribute that to modern or recent changes in regulations with lot buildup and that kind of thing. So, and also some of the drainage structures in the development, again, doing their job. I just wanted to see that. All right, this is up on North Island. This is a community called Queens Cove. It's a nice little community, mostly boats coming in and out, but they do have one egress or ingress, one road to come up to get into the community called Regal Road. What you see up there in the northwest area where that inundation, those are vacant lots that serve as drainage retention areas. So at 1 foot, we're not too concerned about that. And also, you see a lot of purple around there, but those are preserve areas. So we're not too concerned about that either. And well, I probably should mention that we're fortunate in that St. Lucie County has been fairly proactive in obtaining land for preservation. And along the island, both from north and south, I believe the land is in, about 60% of the land is in preservation in one way or another. We have preserves out there, we have low-density recreation, and mosquito impoundments, but it's a pretty good thing because you have these natural areas where the water can go. Okay, let's look at it at 2 feet. Again, very little impact. We see some possibility that the Regal Road area, which is the only way in and out, possibility that there might be some inundation in that area at the 2 foot level. Let's flip over to 3 feet, and pretty much the same, but you take a look at Regal Road down there. We Definitely, I mean, we could expect some inundation over there, and that's the only way in and out. And I want to point out that, see those arrows coming down? Those represent evacuation routes. And so we probably need to take a look at this and do something about that road so that people who live in that community can get out to the evacuation routes in case of an emergency or storm event. All right. The last area I want to take a look at is on South Island, further down, Ocean Bay Villas, that area. Let's see what we got here. You see some possibility of inundation. This is a newer community. See some possibility of inundation, but those are drainage areas that are wet anyway. Okay, at 2 feet, yeah, again, you see a little purple up there, but that's a retention area, so we shouldn't be too concerned about it, really. Okay, we're at 3 foot now, and we really don't have much of a problem in that particular community, but you can see some purple showing up on State Road A1A, which is our evacuation route, or their evacuation route. They have to travel from the north to the south to get the heck out of there and hop on 995 and go somewhere in case of a storm event. So, we look at this and I think, well, it's something we need to take a look at and maybe plan for long-term, short-term, to make sure that that road is clear and accessible and people are able to get out of there. One thing I want to point out, though, in this area, let's see, this LIDAR data was collected right around 2007. FDOT has been reworking A1A, both north and south. They're doing segment at a time, and it has been raised. So in these scenarios, with our evacuation routes, we should be in pretty good shape, but it's something we want to look at once we get some new elevation data just to see what it looks like. All right, I saved this slide for last. This is what we loosely call our critical facilities, and what we did is it's basically a laundry list of things that we need to focus on as a county government, public safety, and see what the possible effects of inundation could be. And we found that we are in pretty good shape in terms of these facilities. And we located police and fire, emergency operations centers, the landfill, wastewater. What else do we have on there? Power facilities, including substations. We don't want our substations underwater. And I'll just give you a few statistics. You'll notice as you read down that there's nothing imminent there that we need to deal with. But we identified quite a few facilities there, schools that double as emergency shelters, and looks like St. Lucie County is in pretty good shape, will be, given a 1 to 3 foot sea level rise. And I feel fortunate for that. So that's about all I have to say. We have this laundry list of structures we've located around the county and figured out that the facilities are in pretty good shape. So that's about it. Thanks for having me.